Just one, Madam Chair, and I thank you, and this for you, Director Clapper, again on the surveillance front. And I hope we can do this in just a yes or no answer, because I know Senator Feinstein wants to move on. Last summer, the NSA director was at a conference, and he was asked a question about the NSA surveillance of Americans. He replied, and I quote here, "The story that we have millions or hundreds of millions of dossiers on people is completely false." The reason I'm asking the question is, having served on the committee now for a dozen years, I don't really know what a dossier is in this context. So what I wanted to see is if you could give me a yes or no answer to the question, does the NSA collect any type of data at all on millions or hundreds of millions of Americans?
No, sir.
It does not?
Not wittingly. There are cases where they could inadvertently, perhaps, collect, but not wittingly.
All right. Thank you. I'll have additional questions to give you in writing on that point, but I thank you for the answer.
I was asked, when are you going to stop beating your wife kind of question, which is meaning not answerable necessarily by a simple yes or no. So I responded in what I thought was the most truthful or least untruthful manner by saying no.
First of all, I received something this morning, Director Clapper, that I was very glad to read. I've often said that the threats we're facing today are greater. I look wistfully back at the days of the Cold War. Your statement that it was in print this morning said, "Sometimes all this makes me long for the Cold War when the world is essentially had two large mutually exclusive," and so forth. You know, I think it's important that we talk about this because the general public is not aware of the nature of the threats that are out there that have not been out there before.